Hello, everyone. Um, Sorry for being late today. Some technical difficulties, but here we are. So today, the beginning of the election week, and a lot of things that we want to talk about. I would like actually to start with what do we expect this week from the economic calendar and the company earnings reports, and then we can move on to what happened last week and what do we expect this week. Expect volatility, nothing less than that, um, especially before tomorrow, um, which is the big day, let's say. So for the elections, as you can see here, these are. I made a small video about this. What exactly to expect in the election season, but mainly we need to keep an eye on those sectors. Um, if the Democrats won the elections, I guess that energy, healthcare, technology, and utilities will get a boost. And if uh, the Republicans won, we will probably see financials, industrial, and materials are getting a boost. And it seems that the energy actually is common between both. So we will have to keep an eye on the energy stocks either way. So this is about the sector itself. But when it comes to the companies, I think that for Democrats, it makes more sense to focus on the renewable energy, stocks. But for the Republicans, the traditional oil companies could be in focus. So this is when it comes to what to expect. I really want to warn everybody from deviating from their strategy, especially today. Today is the day before the elections, so we have to be very careful. We don't know what's going to happen. I think that the results are coming tomorrow, or maybe it's going to start actually tomorrow. These results, so pay extra attention. Be very careful. When it comes to the ERs, let me see. Okay, so these are the companies that we have this week. So I think that Palantir is one of the interesting ones today after market. Um, I would say that who else might be interesting? ARM Wednesday after close over here. Lumen, not a fair on Thursday after closure. Moderna in the health sector Thursday before market. Well, Aerobit is not that big. So not very heavy on the company ERs this week, as far as I can see. Only those names. Airbnb as well on Thursday after closure. So maybe 3 4 names this week. Not that heavy. Okay. So let's actually move to our chart here. So we have, this is SPX, okay, which is the SP 500. So this is the daily, okay. So we are still actually in that bullish trend upwards. Of course, we have taken a big dip last week. This is a very big, solid red candle last week here. So luckily, uh, we have actually support here at this level around, I would say, 5 700 ish here. That's the support level. So if we actually took this support level and did not break it to the downside, I expect that we will go back up inside this big channel. So this is on the daily kind of thing. So this might span out over a few days. Now, for any reason, if this level has been broken to the downside, we could see actually a downfall till probably the 500 level here around this area, which is going to be a pretty red days for the SPX. Now, I know that not a lot of people actually are trading SPX, so this is more or less the same structure as SPY. So this is SPY for this is the, let's go 15 minutes. So here's SPY, as we have mentioned, similarly to 5700 Ethereum SPX that we have discussed. We do have a strong support here at these levels of around 570 on SPY. So we gotta watch actually to see how this level is gonna hold. If it held nicely, we could expect a bounce back up. We do also have a down trend. That trend here, that you can see in the dotted line, that trend here. So that's something that we need to watch. So basically, what could happen, two scenarios could happen. So the first one is that we go and touch this level, go up again, okay, and then get rejected by this downline trend. Now, if this trend line is broken to the upside, we can definitely shoot up here all the way to probably 574. Otherwise, we will see if the selling pressure is going actually to go and penetrate. So I would say that this might be our first scenario here, is that we break this bearish trend to the upside, and this is 15 minutes, by the way. The second one is to try to break this support level and go to the downside. So either ways, for one or two, it's gonna be either going up with a good momentum and there is no significant resistance till that level, so we're gonna shoot up, or we're gonna go down and then our next level is gonna be 568 here. That's in the 15 minutes, or something that might happen today. It's also possible that, especially today, that we absolutely do nothing and stay in that range here, we will actually see. So this is about SPY. Um, Somebody is asking for a firm. So I would say a firm actually here is in the middle of the range. It has been on a bullish trend. And this is the daily. Let's go 15 minutes and see what's going on. Okay. It looks like this is like for me, I think that it had its run starting here, but then now it actually, I think it's fully reversed now, to be honest with you. I would say it fully reversed, almost back to where we started on 30th. So I would deal with this as a bearish trend actually. So I don't know why this might be interesting. I don't see it interesting at all, Sheffwood, unless you are already in a trade, but I don't see that this is interesting. It's already in a very tight range here. It might break up to the upside or downside, doesn't show up. That big move out there was fully reversed. So I personally wouldn't pay so much attention to it. Let's see. Let's go over some of the interesting stocks for this week. So, let's actually check Dow Jones, the industrial average, the Dow Jones 30. So, Dow Jones, let's go to 1 hour here and see what's going on. So as we can see, also Dow Jones have taken a lot of hits in the last few sessions. So if we talk about days, the daily, that bullish trend here is still actually in action because we just found support here at 41K. Okay. I don't know who likes to trade that, but it's a very interesting to watch. I would say that there is a very good chance here that we use this as a support and go back to the upside. I think that this is going to be a very good support level. Okay. Let's have a look on the VIX, which is the volatility index. And it's going to be the start of the show since we are actually on the election time. And I think that since last time I visited VIX, it was following the same stuff that I was drawing on board. Like this is the strong resistance here, and we are still actually hovering or dancing between those two levels. And for people who don't know, the VIX is the volatility index. Whenever the VIX goes up, this means that stocks are going down and vice versa. So looks like we, in the last session on Friday, the VIX actually went all the way up to the level of 23 here. It found resistance and then it came back down. And that's why we saw on Friday like a mixed session between being bullish and bearish. Now, or as we speak uh, today, it's actually going back up to retest that level. So maybe we will see some red candle at the beginning of this session, okay, before actually we revert back. However, we have the SMA here, we have the EMA here, and this is going to be the main resistance on the VIX. If this is broken, we're going to go up and the markets are going to go down. Um, let's see also, a lot of people are interested in gold. So that's gold. So gold on the 1 hour, for example, uh, gold was affected as well last week. It faced a strong resistance here and it lost some steam, which is, I think, it's a normal, just a normal pullback for gold. Has been running very well for so long, so it's a time for a pullback here. I would say we are still very bullish on gold. So even on, if you want to draw your fibs here, we're talking about just testing the I mean the 23 level. We didn't even go to the 38 level yet. We might, if this level here acted as a resistance for gold, it might go back down and retest that level 272. However, if actually it can break this level up and retest it here, we can go back up here to test this level 275 to 6 to 2760, and we can recover from there. Okay, LCID. So I mean, you can always send the questions here, guys, if you would like. I mean, as usual. Um, all right, LCID. Somebody asking for LCID. Lucid. Okay. Okay. So Lucid is actually in trouble. Let's say it is in trouble. It has lost a historical level here, which is a 2.2. Okay. So, and it's on a downtrend since a long time. So the only hope for Lucid is actually to go back up, break this downtrend, and start recovering a little bit here. But of course, it doesn't go with what I wish. I'm just saying that that's the only way to recover. If it couldn't, you would see actually more of a downside here because there is no resistance and there's no support whatsoever here. Even let me go on the daily. Yeah, there's no there's no support here for this stock. Um, so if you are, this is the daily, and we are closing like this was a very solid red daily candle here on the 31st of October. That was a full-bodied daily close, followed by another one here. If we close above this today, it might actually continue going up. But if it's this level here is gonna act as a strong resistance, I expect more to the downside for Lucid. KO. KO is already here. So KO has lost a lot of important levels in the last few sessions, and this is very unfortunate. However, KO is one of the strong stocks, and I believe that it's going to recover. The question is always when, because uh, we are trading options, and the options are time capped. So I think that for KO, I don't see any resistance if we continue on KO on that big hourly candle in the pre-market. It can actually continue up to this level and maybe actually continue back to that 67 level later on. I I think I think this is probably what it should do unless there is a market sell-off. Generally, these companies they are not affected so much by the results of the elections. However, and this is my personal opinion here. I believe that if there are news about a party which is gonna win the elections, giving some tax relief for corporations, I think that everybody in this sector actually is gonna benefit. I don't know who promised what, but I think might be beneficial for companies like Coca-Cola if the Republicans win. But again, we go back to that video that I made on YouTube about who's gonna benefit and who's gonna get affected negatively by which party. These are all based on historical data. It's not like what I think is gonna happen. So like what we see over the last 2 or 3 elections. Okay, now the market is open. So let's quickly see. So that's SPY, and SPY did not go up, and it's actually executing the second scenario here, which is going down here to visit this level. Okay. Probably it was a little bit tough for it to go on and break up. There's no catalyst in the market for going up right now. I think the catalyst is going to come tomorrow. But again, that's why I personally would prefer not to trade today. There is no reason to throw money into this volatile market. But just let us see what's going to happen. Of course, QQQ, the same thing. There is level here that both of them would like to visit, but this is a strong level here for QQQ. If this level is lost for QQQ, we will see a very significant bloodbath for QQQ. That's gonna be a big one for QQQ because this level is supposed to be a historical level, at least in the last month or two. Losing that level will open the door for further decline to 479 or something, which is going to be a little bit more. So let's see if they are going to actually keep those levels up. Now, SPX, as this is on the daily, so SPX is still, remember this very well, remember this, still it's trying right now to test this level here, which is 5696. This is the level that we have marked. We are still here, okay, still respecting this. So we will keep watching that, okay. I'm sorry I was a little bit late today just for the technical problem. Hopefully this is not going to happen again. Before I go, I want to check the US dollar in general, the DXY. So US dollar lost a little bit today. So I think that this is also the effect of the elections. We do have a support level here on 103, and let's see if it's going to recover or not. Of course, the strength of the currency is an important factor. So when we see that the dollar is losing grounds against other currencies, this means that the global trust in the US dollar is weakening or getting less. So that's something that we should watch. I mean, not we should, but it's one of the economic indicators that we have. Let's actually check the US oil. So oil is going up. However, we do have a resistance here. Okay, we're still in that channel. As you can see, this rising wedge over here, we're still going up with the crude oil. And of course, this is natural. We have geopolitical problems in different regions of the world, and we are getting closer to winter. Winter is coming. So it makes sense actually that the demand for the oil is going to get higher. And of course, the companies for oil are like Chevron, ExxonMobil, all of these stocks you can actually check. But this is the crude oil itself in general, just to give an indication about the entire commodity market. Okay, I just want to. Sorry again, I was late. I have a list here of some stuff that we could put to our watch list. So Wingstop was one of Wingstop. I like their wings. Okay, and I don't know why these guys are losing so much here, but it seems that they were actually in a rising wedge, as you can see here, but then it was forming a double top, as you can also see here. I have checked this, and now they are actually in the no man's land with no support level whatsoever till all the way down here. So the reason that I would like to watch this is that so this is the daily. So basically, if they on the 1 hour here, they have like a double bottom on this thin support level up here. So the reason I'm watching it is that if this level was broken, we will see a big move to the downside. So this might be a good trading idea if we just kept watching. I have an alert on that. So this is one of the things that I was watching this week. There's also Shiwi. Okay, so so Shui here has been also on a very good, I would say it recovered a little bit here. They made well after the earnings. Okay, they had an earning recently and they did very well. Now, what I'm looking for, what I'm watching here in Shui, I'm watching here that we go up and break this downtrend and retest it. So this is what we watch. And when I say that we watch something, it doesn't mean that we go and rush actually into trading. It's just that you get familiar with these kind of you know charts and the setups, and then if you want to replicate it, please do. If not, and you want to have a screenshot, send me a PM on Discord. You can always reach me, and I will send you my watch list as screenshots. I just don't like to flood my page with all of these watch lists. So if you are interested in a certain play, you can just send me a DM, say, hey, I want the Shiwi chart, for example, so that if you want to keep watching for it, that's fine. That the second scenario for Shiwi is that it can go up here but get rejected. And then it might do something like that, similar to what it did here. So that's again another idea, okay, for trade. So this is the upside idea. This is the downside idea. That's about Chewy. What else am I? No. So let's see DocuSign. Okay, so on the daily, I think that they are still actually on the momentum after the earnings. They had a good earnings, so that's the earnings, and they are actually right now on the EMA, almost on the EMA level. So they got their share from the market sell-off last week. So this is the red candle. But what I'm looking for is that the EMA can act as a support and we go back up here. So this is a good support level here. We can go to the upside. Let me go back to SPY and see what SPY is doing. Just quickly. So SPY is executing our plan here. Tried actually to go down as we have seen together, but then the buying pressure push it back up to the exact same level that we have marked, which indicates nothing but volatility and uncertainty in the market. So we could not actually go down. And I told you that this level here for SPY and QQQ are very historical level here. So this one. So tried to go all the way here to break it. It couldn't. It went back up, and now it's trying to continue going up. However, I still see that we are slightly bearish at this moment. We might get again rejection here on the QQQ, and we are still inside that structure that I gave to you guys in the morning, which is this is the trend line that we are in, and this is like a triangle. If you see what I'm talking about, so this is like a triangle. That's one of the triangle sides, and you have the other side here as a support. So most probably, if we continued with that strength for this green candle, we could break up this triangle and go to the upside. This is what I'm waiting for, to be honest with you. I'm not interested in trading those those candles, as you can see, this is a huge wick over here. I don't know if anybody actually took this or not, but we generally shouldn't. Yeah, I think that this is pretty much what I have right now. I think that also I need to have a look on Amazon before we go. So we spoke here about Wing. Let's talk about Amazon real quick. So Amazon, of course, were doing magic after the earnings. Although all the market was selling off, it was very solid last week. Only lost a little bit, not that much. I think that we are clear actually to go and retest again the 200. Okay. I think that either we go from here if this level of this fib level held, or worst case scenario that we are gonna actually go back here and do something like that. So either or. So I like this setup very much because it has a strong foundation. So either or. But again, I would be very hesitant to get into any trade today. So I'll just see. Maybe it will go here but today, but missing a trade is way better than getting into a losing trade, in my opinion. We are definitely a little bit bullish on Amazon. Okay, so I'll give a chance to audience here. If anybody has a question. So this is again SPY. This is a 15 minutes still inside the structure. QQQ is trapped here between two fib lines. Okay. We'll see if this is something that we can play them out. All right. So thank you everyone, and sorry again for this technical issue today. And remember that I put these small shorts. I put my ideas now in short videos on YouTube, so you can have a look on that. Just small ideas, 1 minute each. And I made a small video also today about the effect of election. You can also have a look on that. And yeah, good luck. And let's see what's going to happen tomorrow and who's going to win. I don't know. I don't have any preference and I'm not voting. So good luck, everyone. Thank you very much.